What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Eldredge fam. Give me just 1 second here. Merry Christmas, everybody. It is, I guess we're T-minus 7 days. Santa better be getting all of his stuff ready. Sorry, I'm on here on my computer trying to pull up everything. Sorry, I'm on here on my... Okay. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Oh, how's it going? Let's see here. Sharon. Hey, good to see you on here. 8:30 p.m. in South Africa. Thank you, Crandall and Marcy. Hey, no problem. You know, we try and do our Sunday live a little bit early so that those people that are on the opposite side of the world aren't getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning. And they can watch during a normal, decent hour of the day, I guess.
And so I can go to bed.
And so Marcy can go to bed? Wait, what? Well, we don't stay up that late when we do our lives. Hi, Allison, Linda, Priscilla, Michelle, Catherine, Carol, Tanya. It's Zan.
Oh, God.
Zan's on the back porch trying to get into a bag of corn. It's not very productive. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Tammy. Okay, we're going to have to get this kind of reset up here for you.
Okay, sorry, everybody. I'm a little late. What was I doing?
We were getting Maverick down to nap. Everything's going a little bit slower today.
Yeah, we were putting Mav down. I was changing Paxton. Crandall was feeding Harvey. It's been a morning.
Well, it's been a night. The night just kind of morphed into the morning.
Yeah. Eastern Shore, Virginia. So would that be like Virginia Beach?
Guys, look how good Marcy looks.
Oh, thanks.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Hi from snowy New Hampshire. Yeah, I think everybody's getting this stupid cold front coming through, right? Is that what you were showing on the weather?
That's what I was watching on the weather this morning.
Oh my gosh. Guys, it's going to get down to 4 degrees here in Oklahoma. That's awful. I'm not okay with that.
Is that like the low?
Yeah, that's the low.
Okay. Nova Scotia, Canada.
North Texas.
That's where Anna Green Gables.
Oh, really?
So Crandall grew up watching Anna Green Gables, and
well, I called them bonnet movies. All of the old school bonnet movies. I mean, I don't know what else to call them. Everybody's wearing bonnets in them.
Yeah.
That's what me and my brother would call them, because that was what my mom and sisters were all into, was the bonnet movies. Baby, why are you crying? I think he's trying to have a stinky diaper, and it's going a little slow. Christina says, at least you don't have the snow to go with it. Agreed. We might get it. I think they're saying we might have a little bit of ice, but we don't really have a lot of moisture coming down with this storm, which is nice. Hey, Fowler Family Farm. Good to see you guys. Yeah, are people getting snow? I haven't watched the weather yet, you guys, so I'm kind of like lacking.
Possibility either the East Coast will get it, or like just inland from the East Coast.
So the East Coast, I guess, is getting the snow on this one. Yeah, cold. Somebody's saying hi, Jamie and Lester. Hi, Jamie and Lester. I didn't see you guys on here yet, but if you guys are on here, how's it going? Let's see. New Jersey. Guys, I cannot believe it's Christmas. First of all, I can't believe the year's over. It seems to just go faster and faster the older you get, maybe. Or maybe I'm just making that up.
Maybe you have more to do.
Maybe that's true. Maybe as you get older, you have more stuff going on, and so it makes time go faster. That could be true, I guess. Daphne says, we got tons of snow yesterday. Where are you at? It's cold in Scotland.
Oh, somebody says my moments with Marcy was fantastic.
It was fantastic. I thought it was good.
Thanks, love.
If you guys missed it, Marcy did a live on Friday.
Yeah,
Friday. And
I guess
it was Moments with Marcy. Yeah, it was great. She did a little live with you guys. So that was really good. Everybody keeps saying hi, Jamie and Lester. So just to let you know, Jamie and Lester, we have
your Christmas present still sitting on our counter.
Oh yeah, we do have your Christmas present still sitting on the counter. We were supposed to send that. We haven't sent it yet. But we have I don't know how to say this. We have some problems.
And we're blaming you.
And Yeah, it's going to be
I
in a
think
video here shortly.
I think we inherited them.
We inherited some problems from you guys, and we just need some better solutions. So, yeah. But we're going to talk about that a little bit more on a video.
Do you know what? How long?
Probably on Thursday.
Okay.
Probably on Thursday next week. But yeah, no. All good things. All good things. Negative 17 degrees here. Wind negative 24. Snowed all night in Kamloops, BC, Canada. No, thank you. No, thank you. And
this is Harvey.
Oh,
in case
yeah, Marcy's holding Harvey. If you guys can see,
he is pooping. So Crandall was right. But are you awake for everybody?
He's been awake. Man,
so let's talk about.
I was just gonna say, last night was. Oh my god.
Last night we went to bed. Okay, it actually started before we even were thinking about going to bed. It started at 8:00 when they were ready to eat. So they normally eat at like 8 and 11. We go to bed, and then they wake up once during the night, and then right when we get up in the morning. And it started at 8:00 when Harvey only drank an ounce. He did not want to eat anymore. So then he wanted to eat again at 9:30, but I like tried to hold him off so that he would like get a full feeding in before he went to bed. And so at 11 we gave him, or like 10:45.
I just gotta say we screwed ourselves up many times last night.
We gave him like a full feeding. They both drank like 2.5 ounces, which is a lot for them. And then we went to bed. Well, they got up at 3 like normal, and we fed them, and we went back to bed.
Yes, and then we woke up, and then we went back in 5 minutes, and then we woke up, and then we went back in 5 minutes, and it was a never-ending snowball effect. So my theory.
So from 3 to 6, we were going in every like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, just like literally going in and sticking in a binky and like, what's wrong? Like just trying to figure out what was going on.
So I ended up deciding to feed. So at first it was Harvey, right?
Yeah, you were feeding Harvey last night. Sorry, guys, my nose is itching.
No, Harvey was the one crying.
Oh, yeah. Harvey was the one crying.
Yeah. So at first it was Harvey. So I was just like, you know what? He seems hungry. I'm just going to feed him more. So I feed him like 2 ounces. I go back to bed. And then like 20 minutes later, Paxton wakes up and he's like starving. And so I end up feeding him again. And then 10, 15 minutes later, they both wake up crying. And now it's like 6:00, and I was like, Crandall, we're just feeding them. So we fed them like a complete bottle, even though they both ate within like the last hour. And then luckily they were able to sleep for another 3 hours after that.
Yeah, they slept from like 6 to 9, which was nice. But oh my gosh.
But then Crandall had to get up with Maverick at 8:30.
It was probably the hardest night I've had so far.
Yeah.
I think. Just because it was nonstop. And so I think what we realized is they were, everybody's saying growth spurts. I totally agree. I think they were just hungry every 15 minutes. I mean, we should have just fed them rather than like, after the second or third time of going in, we probably should have just realized like, hey, let's just feed them because.
But at the same time, like I was wondering if they were gassy and.
Everybody wants to see Harvey. You're going to have to
Sorry.
hold them higher.
Well, you put the comment up and now
people can't see him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll answer this comment really quick then. Can you tell the twins apart easily?
Yes. Yes. But in the middle of the night, I will be honest, I'm a little tired. So, like, last night, Crandall totally confused me because he put Harvey in Paxton's bed, in Paxton's sleep sack, and then handed me him and was like, here, you're going to feed Harvey tonight. And I was like, wait, you just pulled Paxton out of his bed.
Yeah.
But no, it was
funny. I totally messed her up. I feel like I do a pretty good job. They look, I don't know because I see them 24/7, so I don't know how it is for you guys seeing them. But can you guys tell them apart in pictures yet? Because I think for me personally, it's like I can tell by looking at them now.
Yeah.
Just
my problem is I don't open my eyes in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and you're blind. But yeah, so we can tell them apart pretty good. Maverick can't. Either he can't or he just can't say Paxton.
So he just
calls them babies.
Yeah, babies.
He just says babies. Yeah. Somebody says one baby was enough for me. Agreed. One baby was enough for me, but here we are. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been crazy. And since they've woken up, they've eaten twice too, right?
Yeah.
Which I guess is normal. I feel like they eat.
Well, we
ate a
fed him
ton.
at 9, and then we fed him 10, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. So it's been crazy.
And actually, it was closer to 10 when we fed them. So.
Amy says, do you get power outages a lot there in the winter? I don't know where you are located. Just had power outage, and it was 27 hours. Holy crap. We have had one minor power outage, maybe 2.
It lasted like an hour.
Yeah, we haven't, but that was during tornado season back in like March, April, May, June, March or April, I think, of last year. So we don't really have major power outages. Speaking of which, though, we would love to get solar and at least have solar as a backup. We also want to get a generator for backup, but we haven't had really that many issues. Also, talking with Jamie and Lester, I guess they have a solar panel for their well pump. So if the power does go out, they still have running water. So
which is what we need to get.
Which is, yeah. So that's something we're definitely going to be looking into at the beginning of the year, trying to see if we can find a good system. And that way we have water no matter what. And then it would be great if we could get some solar panels to have a little bit of power as well if the power ever goes out. I mean, in reality, we don't need power. We just need heat, which we could run. We have a propane like space heater, so we would be okay in that sense.
And I'm just also the kind of person who, like, if we don't have power,
we'll just drive to my parents' house.
And if they don't have power, we'll drive to my brother's house.
Yeah. We're in the middle. We're in Oklahoma, for those of you guys that don't know. We're
like
in southern Oklahoma. So we can either drive like an hour and a half to my parents' house, or an hour and a half south to my parents' house, or an hour and a half north to her brother's house. So hopefully there's not that big of a power outage. Yeah. Although with that power outage, with the winter storm that came 2 years ago,
the apocalypse
that would have been
2021.
That one would have been tough. Yeah.
Because that was like all of Texas, all of Oklahoma.
Somebody says space heaters aren't safe. Yeah, if we were in an emergency, we could make it work. We'd obviously have to open the window and have ventilation, but it would be better than nothing.
Oh, propane space
heaters. Yeah, which I think you can actually buy ones now that are that don't give off like they're indoor safe space heaters. But obviously you have to be safe with space heaters anyways.
With any heater. Yeah. Any portable heater. I mean, especially with kids.
Yeah.
Like,
it would definitely, if we were in that situation, it would be all of us huddled in one room and we'd have a close eye on everybody. Amy says, you have tornado season. And that's what I said,
when it gets to that point, we just drive to his parents' house.
Yes. You have tornado season? Wow, that's scary. We still have water because we're not on a well. There was once an outage here for 3 weeks. Good thing it was summer and not winter. We are into the minus here now in Canada. Holy crap. Yeah, that is insane. Allison asked, did you get the water or the washer fixed yet? I don't think so. It still does it, right? I don't think we have it fixed yet. Basically,
have you YouTubed it?
I have a little bit, but I haven't spent enough time to like dig into it because I'm afraid I'm gonna have to rip off the front or the back of the washer.
Wait, I have a question. I feel like I had this conversation with your dad. Steve, if you're on here, will you feel free to comment? I feel like your dad told me he's done a lot with washers.
He's done a lot with washers.
So would he be able to fix it?
He might be able to, but we're still trying to figure out what the exact problem is. Basically,
the valve isn't shutting off. It's letting water into the thing.
Yes, so I think so. Yes, we can do laundry right now, but we have to just pull the laundry out as soon as it's done. If it sits in there for 15 or 20 minutes, then it starts to fill up with water.
Then like the clothes in the soaked. Yeah, but it's just the clothes in the bottom in the back.
Yeah, like it doesn't fill up completely.
Yeah.
So somebody says front load washers are horrible. Yeah. Eventually
we bought it with the house. Like it came with
with the house, and it's not an expense that we want to take on right now to replace. So we're gonna make do with it. I'm gonna try and fix it still. I just haven't dove into it yet because it's functioning. And we've got a million other things going on. But with this big, huge winter storm coming, we're still working on trying to get the well house finished so that we
You are?
Have water. Yes, I am. RC.
Yesterday, I don't know, I feel like the last 2 days, like since my mom left, we've
been like in recuperation.
To try to figure out like our routine. So yesterday what did we do? kind of went outside with Maverick.
I worked on the truck a little bit. I had to fix something on the truck.
That's about it. We didn't really do anything.
We wasted an entire day, I guess.
I don't think we wasted it. I think we just took
we didn't get out of bed till like 9 because that's like it's interesting. Our best hours of sleep are like between the 6 and 7 o'clock feeding till like 8 or 9.
Yeah, they don't.
Everybody just wipes out. So
we try to take advantage.
Our schedule's kind of whack because we usually don't get up that late. But
no, we normally get up earlier.
Yeah, because we don't get up that late. We get up earlier.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Clearly, our minds are kind of out of it. Baby gets hungry all the time. Feed them more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Well, this is
Mommy just thought you had gas last night.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, and that's another thing is I really thought it was gas because yesterday I tried having hot sausage for dinner. And so I thought it was that affecting them. So there wasn't like really anything I could do like besides give them like little gas drops. But like I thought it was like a tummy ache from what I had eaten for dinner.
Yeah. Allison says turn off the hot water on the washing machine because if that, that could be part of the issue. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I ran it on a cold cycle, but then it still filled up and I realized, well, no, duh, because if it's still leaking. So I am going to try that where we turn off the hot or turn off the cold to see which one. That's what you did
last time.
Yep, to see which one it's, which side it's leaking from.
We have laundry in the washer, so when we run this next cycle, let's do that.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, it's terribly cold. Okay, here I am complaining about like 40-degree weather, and you guys are like, it's negative 50.
Yeah.
But it's cold. It really is. And I spilled on my shirt.
That was so random.
I just saw it. So it makes it a lot harder to get outside and do stuff. And I felt bad because Maverick
still doesn't have his bike.
Well, he still doesn't have his bike. So he wants to be outside. And I mean, me and him spent like an hour outside yesterday, but it's hard. We don't want him to get sick.
Yeah, we don't want him to get sick because then they can get sick. So we try to keep him inside, but he doesn't have his bike.
Yeah, which he wants his bike so bad.
It should be coming either.
When is she coming? Probably like after
week
Christmas.
Or right after Christmas.
Yeah. That's okay though. No, that's great. Let's see. What other questions do you guys have for us? Happy Sunday, U2 or E5? E5, that's right.
We're still working on our design.
Yeah, we're still working on design, which we've got some really cool designs from you guys. And I don't know, I love some of the designs, especially. So Sharon sent us a really cool one with like a South African twist on it. And I was trying to figure out how I could show it to you guys on here, but I couldn't figure it out quick enough. But I thought, how cool would it be? And I don't know if you guys would be interested in this at all. I might just do it for us. And then if you guys are like, yeah, this would be cool, let's do it. But I'm thinking, what if we did some sort of like, not necessarily a contest, but we did, okay, everybody submit, like if you want to, submit a drawing or a sketch of an E5 logo or like the Eldredge family logo.
Yeah, she just did
She did EF. Yeah, like Eldredge family. And it was super cool, and it had like the South African twist. So I'm like, how cool would it be if we did like some limited edition runs on these T-shirts or whatever it is that have the logo of that, like the style of that country or of that person's heritage.
Yeah, so if you're like from Canada, you can do like E5 with like a hockey stick.
Yeah, like a hockey stick or like.
Okay, I say that. I'm like a huge hockey fan, but like my dad lived in Canada for a while, so like.
It works.
We love total hockey fans. Love Canada. Like. Yeah, it'd be sweet.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm just saying is like it'd be cool to have like, okay, we pick one design from each country or each place that you guys are in, and then we just put them together and either we vote on them and we do like a poll and like people can pick, hey, like this is our favorite one, and then we put that on a T-shirt, and then if you guys want to buy those, you can, or I don't know. I just thought it was really cool to have these different designs, and I would love to actually do something with them. Yeah, the maple leaf for Canada. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Okay, this is a good question, and I don't know if we want to go into there.
I know. I think eventually you have to. Do you want to do that now, or do
I don't
you
know,
want
but
to
my
do that?
ring just broke.
Guys, Colonel just broke his wedding band.
I guess I'm single.
It's just out of rubber. Where is your actual ring?
I think it's on my bedside table. I always wear rubber rings because with working with power tools, I don't want to lose a finger. So I always wear these silicone ones, but that's no longer the case.
I'll buy you a new one.
For Christmas. Thanks, Mars.
I had to tell Crandall yesterday that Amazon, if he wanted to get anything for Christmas, any last minute Christmas things,
I had to order them.
He had to order them because they will no longer be delivered before Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
which I did. I ordered some things.
I'll just have to order you a ring.
Is it Jean Hill? Jean? Jean?
Yeah,
Jean Hill. How many nappies do you go through in a day? Well, that is a dang good question. I think we've talked about it a little bit.
We go through about 8 to 10 per baby.
Not a day. We go through more than that. No, maybe not.
I would say 10 to 12.
10 to 12 a day.
Because they have 8 to 9 feedings a day, and they get changed every feeding. But then they also get changed sometimes in between those feedings. So at least 8 or 10 to 12. And then Maverick goes between 3 to 5 a day.
Yeah.
I'd say Maverick averages 4. So that means we're going through 24. Basically at a minimum. That is so sad.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like trash cans full of diapers a day, you guys. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Which, speaking of, if you guys know Colonel and I's biggest flaw, this is our biggest thing that we suck at, is taking the trash out on Wednesday nights.
Oh my gosh.
We're horrible at it.
Especially when it's cold.
Oh my gosh, we should just have them remind us on our Wednesday night lives to take out the trash.
Yeah. That's great.
Because we are horrible at it. So, this last week, we forgot to take out the trash. Which means Colonel either has to go burn it all, or what are we currently doing with our trash?
We're just filling up the trash can. Okay. Fuller and fuller. I'm trying to put anything that we can burn, like cardboard boxes and stuff like that. We're burning, but then the diapers, those are going straight in the rubbish bin.
Yeah, so we do go through quite a few diapers.
Yeah.
I'm okay to talk about that if you want to.
I feel like that should be its own thing.
Okay. Colonel doesn't want to spoil
So I do construction for work. We'll just the comment was, Crandall, are you still working out of the home, and what do you do? So I'm a general contractor. I've been a contractor for a long time, 7 years, 6 years, 10 years. Probably not 10 years.
I don't know.
Since I was in high school. So in high school, I guess we can talk about this a little bit. Not that anybody really cares maybe, but some people have asked. So I learned to do a lot of the things I do. Okay. All of the house stuff I learned how to do in high school. So I had the opportunity when I was in high school to take a college course, but it was the coolest class that I have ever taken or that I've ever heard of in school. So as I'm sure many of you guys know, I am a straight up hands-on learner, and visual as well. If I see it and I see it done, I can usually do it myself. So I learn really quickly, especially off of YouTube videos where I can watch somebody do it and then I can just go do it. Well, this class that I took in high school, what we did is we showed up the first day of school and we showed up to an empty lot. So every day for the first half of school, I would go to this construction site. So we showed up, there was no house there the first day. And then by the end of the year, me and 20 other high school kids built a house from the ground up. So we still hired out, they hired out some of the work, but we pretty much got to learn how to do everything. And so that's where I kind of learned how to do all the construction type stuff. Why are you smiling?
He's looking at you.
Oh, hi, bud. Mwah. So that's kind of where I got my start in construction. And then after I took that class, I was like, well, this is easy enough. I can do this. And so then I started selling my services, and word of mouth spread quickly. It was like, hey, if you've got, small house projects, whatever, then I can come do it. My first big project was actually while I was still in school doing that class, and I finished a basement for a lady. And there was a lot of learning in that. And there were some things that went great, other things that did not go so great. And it kind of just went from there. And in Utah, where I grew up, there's a lot of basements. Everybody has basements, but nobody hardly ever finishes them. So that was one of those things that I kind of went in and started to specialize in, was like basement finishing, doing the sheetrock, the paint, the framing, the drywall, basically from the ground up. So I quickly learned that I hate doing drywall and I hate doing painting. And what else do I not like doing?
Soon it turned into he just doesn't really like construction.
Yeah, soon it turned into, oh my gosh, I am okay. It wasn't soon. It took like 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then by that point, I was starting to get burned out. So then I switched from doing like whole house projects, I guess you could say. Like I just went to specializing in flooring and tile and like bathroom remodels. And so for the last, like showers, I did a lot of showers. And then
anything I ask him to do.
Yeah, and then everything that Marcy asked me to do.
Not everything.
Yeah, not everything. The shelf still isn't done. But so I enjoy the showers. I enjoy the tile work a whole lot more than carrying sheetrock around and hanging that. And if any of you guys have ever done that, it is awful. But yeah, so then I was doing that, and now we've kind of shifted and transitioned a little bit more. But like I said, maybe our live on Wednesday, we'll talk about
what you do now,
what we're doing for work, and kind of the changes that are going on. So it's super exciting. We love it. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we're basically done in the construction realm as far as like doing that for a career. Now, I still love doing it. Here's something weird about me. I like doing it. Sorry, do you need to talk, Mars?
No.
I haven't stopped talking.
No, you're good.
Okay. I still really like doing construction. I love building stuff. I love doing the hands-on stuff. Just when I am having to do it for work, it kind of takes the enjoyment out of it for me in a way. And so I'm hoping that now I will be able to go out and help these other homesteading YouTube channels, go help some random people when we get to that point, and just be able to share the skills and the talents that I have in the construction realm and do it for fun and do it to help people rather than doing it to pay the bills. So that's kind of my dream and my goal for it, is that I can now go and, we've done it a little bit with Brandon from the Eddy family, and Mike, and Keeping It Dutch, heck, Jamie and Lester, like all of those projects that we went and we were able to go and help these other YouTube channels with. Like, I love doing that. And, I would much rather go and do that than have to do it for, and being paid to do it. So I don't know why.
Well, I think a lot of it comes from like, you don't like the pressure of it necessarily. Like,
yeah, I'd rather just go in and have fun doing it.
Well, one thing that was like, and has been hard for us, is if he starts a job on like Wednesday and the job goes through the weekend, he sits there on Saturday and Sunday and all he can think about is this job. Like, what is he going to do on Monday morning when he shows back up to the work site? Like, what he has to do in order to get the job done the quickest. And so I would say over half of our marriage, we've worked Saturdays.
Yeah, and just being self-employed.
And every holiday, like, unless it's Christmas or Thanksgiving, he doesn't even recognize that it's on the calendar. Yeah. And so it'll be like, like it's the 4th of July today. And he'll be
I'm going to work for a couple hours.
He'll be like, I'm
the
still going to
fireworks
work.
are at night.
Or like just every, a lot of holidays he hasn't ever taken off because he just wants to get the job done.
Yeah. So I don't know what I was going to say. I had something really good to add to that. Oh, yeah, just being self-employed. If any of you guys have been self-employed, like it's just a nonstop thing. Like it's just go, go, go. And but we kind of changed it around and stuff, and it was nice. Last year we had a boat, and you guys know boating on the weekends is just insane, and it's always packed. So I would take like Monday or Tuesday off and work through the weekend, and then we would go boating as a family on the off day. Yeah, and it was way better because there was nobody ever out on the lake. We got like the best water days. So like there are definitely benefits to doing it that way. And like, I basically did work the weekends, and then I would take Monday or Tuesday off.
Yeah. Well,
So,
you would take Sunday and then like Monday off.
Yeah, Sunday, Monday, or something like that. But no, it was good while it lasted, and I'm glad that it's hopefully over. So,
and that's another thing. I think you talked about it in a different life, but like going from working on somebody's house all day to coming home and needing to work on our own house was like way too much construction.
Yeah, so Luana says that's why when you work a job, you don't want to go home and do it. I worked as a housekeeper, so I didn't ever feel like doing it to mine. So I now avoid them jobs. Yes, exactly. Going to work in construction and working a 14-hour day and then coming home and then having to drywall, do my least favorite part. Because we did our bathroom remodel, which that one was stressful in and of itself. But I come home and now I have to do the worst thing, like my least favorite thing to do in the house. Drywall, paint, all of that kind of stuff. So, no, it's so true. Well,
and like a lot of our marriage has been living in a remodel, but we've also had Maverick through it all. So, like, the pressure to get things done in our own house has always been there.
Well, it's hard too, working around him. A lot of the stuff obviously is super, super messy. And so it's like, okay, Marcy and Maverick have to go out of town or
like our project, hopefully we get to this week. Like I can't be here with the twins or Maverick because Crandall wants to he wants to install the windows into our living room. But to install windows, you have to
you got to
make a hole in the house. So like we can't really be here unless we were to like hang out in a bedroom. And so to like plan ahead for us to be gone is a little bit difficult. And the fact that like you would get up at 6:30, go to work, and a lot of times not come home until 10:30.
Yeah.
So like that's a whole day Maverick didn't see him. And if he does that for 3 days, like Maverick wouldn't ever see you.
Yeah.
So, but then what was nice is that you would work for a week and then you would be home for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would try and stack my jobs just like that. So I would be solid going and, I would go nonstop for a week or 2 weeks, however long the projects took. And then I would take a week off. So that was also a really fun way to do it.
Look at his face.
Somebody says, that's why they always say plumbers have plumbing problems and auto mechanics cars are always broken down.
Well, it's like doctors' kids, like, never go to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, man.
That's funny.
I saw a lot of stuff on here about potty training Maverick while we were talking.
Okay,
you talk about it because I don't really know what's going on, except he doesn't really seem to show any, like, he won't tell us when he's going to the bathroom. Like, okay.
Okay, let me
Marcy
talk
about it because clearly I'm off my rocker.
Kendall, you knew exactly when he was going to the bathroom today.
I didn't.
You didn't?
I just smelt him.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, with Maverick, one of you guys bought us a book, a
potty training book.
A potty training, like the dino goes to the bathroom and he like walks through the steps on how to go to the bathroom. And Maverick and I read that probably once a day. He likes the book. And so he showed a little bit more interest in going to the potty. We had actually one of you also bought us this. I find it
oh my gosh,
super cool. You guys might think this is so weird, but it's a toilet seat that has like a little kid's built-in toilet seat.
Because if you guys, I hadn't seen these until we were at Allison's mom's house.
Yeah, at my sister-in-law's parents' house.
And it is like the coolest invention because the kids' toilet seats, they're messy, they're dirty, like you have to take them on and off. Let me show you guys what we got.
Yeah, so he'll go grab this. One of you actually bought it for us. So thank you so much. Like, I am so excited to use it. We haven't installed it just because my mom was here, and then we had all the water problems. So we haven't put it on the toilet. But Maverick hates, like, the removable toilet seats. I think he thinks he's going to slip off.
So it's your normal toilet seat, but then it has
like
basically a second lid, and it's your little kid seat. So it's legit. So it's like, it looks like your normal toilet seat, but it's both at the same time.
So like both adults and children can use it, which is so nice.
You don't have to take anything on and off, or it's literally just you fold down one or you fold down both.
Yeah. So we're going to install that and then hopefully, like, get him used to it. He's very, like, predictable. He always, if he goes poop, he goes in the morning. He'll hide behind the couch or he'll hide behind. Today
the Christmas tree.
He went in between the tent and the Christmas tree, and then you smelt him like 2 minutes later.
Makes sense.
So he like is very predictable, which is good because then we know like kind of when he wants to go. But we've just been so busy with the twins, and then we have Crandall's family in town this next week, and then my parents are in town the next week. So I think we'll wait until the new year.
I think that's a good idea. I haven't thought too much about it. I've always thought he's too young or not capable or what, but I think he could do it. Yeah,
So,
a lot of people are saying wait till spring, summer.
I was going to ask what age you guys trained your boys, because I know that girls are easier to potty train. And so what age did you potty train your boys?
I think we had to wait until, like you said, all of the holiday crap and then, or not crap, the holiday stuff, and then the new babies and all of that. Like, yeah. So I think probably the spring will be good.
Yeah. Okay, wait, are we talking about what's coming in the mail in a video, or do I get to talk about it?
That was going to be in a video.
Okay. We'll talk about it in a video. I never know, like, I feel like we have things that go on, and sometimes they get put into videos, and sometimes they don't. And so it's like, is this going in a video? I'm not really sure. But I think it will, because it's huge for Maverick, and he's really excited. And so he does have quite a few changes coming up in his life. Yeah,
we realized that his room is pretty boring compared to the twins' room. So we may be doing a Maverick's room. Maverick might be getting a new bedroom here soon. Yeah. A lot of people are saying 2 to 3 years old, 2.5, 3.
Yeah, so he is.
Some people are saying 1.5. September, man, that would be amazing.
October, November, December.
By May, he's. Oh wait. Yeah, so he'll be like 2.5.
Yeah.
Everybody's just do it in the summer because then he can be half naked and it doesn't matter.
That's true. And the thing is with him right now, like, he's really good at, like, well, actually, not really good. He has started gaining that independence where he, like, wants to help put on his shirt.
Yeah.
Or, like, he wants to pick out what shirt he wears. He wants to be able to take off his pants and, like, put them on. Like, he'll pull them up himself. And so I've kind of, like, waited for him to give me those cues. But so my oldest brother, he has 4 boys. So they have the 3 boys who are potty trained, and then they have a daughter and then a baby boy. But she always waited till they were like 2.5, 3 before she potty trained, which is kind of like what I was thinking. But
Patricia says we need to make sure that you have a footstool in front of the toilet. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we do. We should just buy another one of those because
we have like this little step stool, and when I bought it for Maverick, Crandall thought it was the dumbest thing ever. And
you bought it for you because you couldn't reach the cabinet.
Couldn't reach. I did buy it for me. I couldn't in our Logan house. I could never reach anything above the first shelf.
Yeah,
because I felt like the cabinet stuck out a little bit. So I was already kind of off balance. I don't know. So I had to buy the step stool for me, and now it's Maverick's step stool, and he just uses it all the time, and he'll like move it around the house. And I've thought about getting him another one. So yeah, we just need to get one for the bathroom, because then he can wash his hands by himself and stand up there to brush his teeth, and we don't have to do that. He's also
that's a good idea, guys.
Yeah, thanks. I think Maverick's getting a haircut today.
He definitely needs one.
Do you want to cut his hair today?
I guess. This is funny. Throw Cheerios in the toilet and make it a game to pee on them. Target practice.
No. Then we would have him, like, peeing on his cereal other times. It's funny. I don't think Mav's ever had Cheerios. Besides, like, when he was little and we give him to him as, like, a snack. Like, we used to feed him Cheerios as a snack. Do you remember that? Like, in a plastic
back in the day? Like, forever ago? Yeah.
Like, a year ago. When we lived at your parents' house, that was his snack, was Cheerios. Now Maverick's snack is pretzels. Mostly because I love pretzels, and Crandall likes pretzels, so we now take snacks that we'll eat too.
Yeah.
But I like O's, if you guys know what that is, like O-H.
Does anybody else know what O's cereal is? Because I have never
S,
heard of it.
like O's cereal. That's like one of my favorite kind of cereal, and Crandall likes.
I like Cocoa Pebbles.
He likes any chocolate cereal.
Yeah, I like chocolate cereal, but
and
we don't eat a ton of it.
Yeah, and Maverick likes mini wheats.
Yeah, he likes mini wheats.
Frosted mini wheats. But he always refers to it as Mama's cereal, Dada's cereal, and that's like his cereal.
I want Mama's cereal, Dada's cereal.
And he likes to mix his cereal, which I find like so gross.
I've never even really thought about it.
Yeah, no, he mixes his cereal. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah, he puts Mama and Dada's cereal together.
And I don't drink milk. So the leftover milk in my cereal,
she gives it to Maverick.
I always pour, like, he'll eat like half of his cereal and then he'll drink the milk and he'll ask for more milk. So I'll just dump my leftover milk in his cereal. So I don't even want to know what that tastes like.
Apparently he loves it. It's sugary milk. I'm sure he loves it.
So it's kind of funny.
I grew up eating a lot of frosted mini wheats. Okay, that's not true. Growing up, my parents wouldn't let us have cold cereal except for like Christmas. So instead of doing like a big Christmas breakfast or something like that, like we got cold cereal, and that was the best thing ever.
Yeah, what did you guys do for Christmas breakfast? Because I'm trying to decide what to do next Sunday for Christmas breakfast. Because I grew up doing crepes. So like we do breakfast crepes and then dessert crepes.
Crepes are freaking good. We like crepes.
Yeah, but I don't know like what to do.
6:12 a.m. in Australia. Welcome to the live. Completely potty trained at 18 months. Man, all of this talk of potty training though does make me kind of want to do it. That's crazy.
I like what she said. They would her son would pee in a coffee can because he liked the sound of it. That's smart.
That's funny. Breakfast casserole.
Pancakes, French toast.
Pancakes.
If we picked up the French toast bread from Smith's.
Yeah, the cinnamon
biscuits
bread. And gravy. Oh, guys, I love biscuits and gravy.
Guys, I've never made biscuits, and I've only ever made gravy once, I don't think it's the right kind of gravy.
Yeah, we need to do that. Homemade cinnamon rolls, raisin bread. Okay. Here's a question that me and Marcy debate about all of the time.
And everyone on my family agrees with me.
And there's very few people who have agreed with me. So, and maybe the Eldredge family, my family growing up, we were the only ones that ever did this. So maybe you guys will all be on Marcy's side. No, it is the best thing ever. Okay, we need you guys to go into the comments and say yes. Oh, sorry, bud. Say yes or no. So my family growing up, we always had raisins in our cinnamon rolls. Have any of you guys ever had raisins in your cinnamon rolls? Like, I won't even really eat cinnamon rolls if they don't have raisins in them. Are we the only ones that do that? So Marcy is like, heck no, that's the worst thing ever. And I'm like, that's the best thing ever. What do you guys think?
So
yes or no?
If we make homemade cinnamon rolls.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 3. Oh my gosh, there's way more yeses than nos. Yes.
No, guys.
I'm not the only one.
Crandall, they're probably. Where's your grandparents from?
I don't know.
Thank you, Fowler family.
Wow, you got literally. I think we just had like 400 comments come through at once.
And look at all those no's.
I mean, there's a lot of no's. Yes. You got to admit though, there's more yeses.
Yeah. Okay. So I agree. Know Great Harvest?
So much better.
You know Great Harvest? Like in
1 minute. Give me a minute with Maverick.
Oh. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So there's this bread company in Utah. I think it's only in Utah. It might be other places. But they do cinnamon rolls with raisins. And guys, of you that said yes, do you think it's good? Or like, is it you had to have it like as a kid with raisins? They're good and they have iron in them. I do need more iron. But somebody asked which baby I'm holding. This is Harvey. Paxton's asleep in his bed. So, I don't like raisins. I actually don't like dried fruit at all. Like at all. I'm not a huge dried fruit person, but Maverick, like, that is his favorite snack. So I just at the grocery store, I will buy, you know how like you can buy dried fruit for like your salads, like cranberries and blueberries? I'll just buy him a bag of that and give it to him as like a treat. And he loves it. And I'm like, okay. So,
well, I'm glad we settled.
Right. A lot of people do like it.
I am glad we settled that because I honestly didn't know if anybody else did that. So I feel a lot better about myself knowing that everybody does.
Did like
somebody says pecans too? I'm not a nut person. I cannot do nuts in food.
Your parents don't like nuts either, huh?
I think they do.
So my mom makes homemade caramels.
Oh, let me show you guys. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like caramel, but this caramel I love.
So my mom put pecans on your parents' caramels.
I know. She asks us every time, and I don't know if they do or not.
I can't remember if they like them or not. Yes, no, I don't like fruitcake. I actually don't like any kind of cooked fruit either. So like berry pies, no.
We're going to do a taste testing review for the first time ever on the Eldredge Family Live podcast. Here we have our first specimen. Homemade caramel. Oh, it's not sticky.
That's good.
Look at that tear.
I mean.
Yep.
Colonel.
Nutty. Just kidding. I don't even know what that.
There's no nuts in that. There's not a single thing that has nuts in that.
It doesn't stick to your teeth.
I hope you all wanted to watch this today. And thank you for asking me if I wanted to see something okay.
I knew you didn't. No, it's really good. I wish you could all taste it. Mike, I guess I'll have to bring you guys some over the Fowler fam because you guys are close enough. Kay Barnes says, do you really live in Oklahoma? I think so.
Barely. We barely live in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're right on the edge.
We're like a mile from the Texas border.
Uh-oh, everybody's asking for the recipe, Marsh. I did a bad thing.
So my mom actually, it's like a secret family recipe.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Actually, she sells it at a few places.
We'll sell it to the highest bidder. We'll start it at $1 million.
She'd be so mad. But
she does sell it. Yeah.
She does sell it at like a little place in Tallahassee.
So if you live in Tallahassee, if you go to Bradley's, you can buy it there. But
that's about it. There's actually a place in Georgia she sells it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I can't remember. Oh, in Cairo, Georgia.
Huh.
Like Cairo
syrup. Like the syrup?
Yeah, that's where
it's really made. Where it's from?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
But that's probably my phone.
That is your phone.
I feel like ever since having the babies, I don't keep track of my phone.
Okay,
anymore,
this is interesting.
Which is nice.
Tanya, right here. You know what sounds good? Biscuits and gravy with cut up tomatoes, salt, and pepper. So I've never had that before, but I actually think I would like that. That sounds good.
Do you want to know what I craved my entire pregnancy and never found it?
What?
My brisket and a biscuit.
Yeah.
I wanted like a nice piece of brisket on a biscuit.
Yeah, I think you made that up.
Or was it cornbread?
Ooh, cornbread sounds so good right now. Somebody says it's National Twins Day.
Nuh-uh.
Is that true?
In what country?
We better like make a post or something because we have twins.
Yeah, but it could also be in a different country.
That's all right.
We're all in the same world. For whatever country. That's sweet. We kind of likes biscuits and gravy. I've never made biscuits and gravy. I only ever tried it like once or twice too. But I
love biscuits and gravy. Have any of you guys ever been to Maple Street Biscuit Company? They do wild biscuits and gravy. So basically it's like a chicken sandwich. It's like a homemade biscuit with a big old chunk of fried chicken. And they put that on a plate. Oh, and I think it's got cheese and bacon on it too. and then they dump a whole bunch of sausage gravy on top of it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. We love it.
I was just thinking that, Peggy. Crandall must be
12/18
hungry.
is National Twins Day since December 2019. Is it the 18th?
Yeah.
What day is it? Oh, it is today.
18th.
Happy Twins Day,
We'll have
because
to
all
make a
y'all are,
cute
a lot of
post.
you have twins. I know that.
We'll have to make a cute post for you boys.
That's crazy. Well, thanks for letting us know. That's a new holiday we now need to recognize. Oh my gosh. Okay, why are we talking about food?
I think you're hungry.
I think that stuff sounds good.
We'll tell you what we had for dinner.
I was just going to say it was really good.
Well, tonight for dinner, I think we're having ham and the potato casserole.
Oh, because we froze one.
Unless you want the leftover chili that's in the freezer with cornbread.
Oh, man.
You can decide. Think about
Biscuits
it for
and
a while.
gravy.
We're out of
Was
sausage.
that not an option?
No, it's not, because we're out of sausage.
Dang.
Sorry, Crandall. I know you'd want it. But last night, do you guys like grits? Because last night for dinner we had grits casserole, so I had sausage and cheese and egg and grits.
And it is amazing.
We really liked it.
It's so good.
Maverick does pretty good with it too, which is nice. Did he last night?
No, he didn't.
Did he not touch it at all?
No. We have this issue with Maverick where he is deathly hungry when he wakes up from his nap, typically around 3 o'clock. And then he eats a little bit, and then by the time dinner rolls around, he snacks too much, I guess, and then he doesn't eat a very good dinner. But if he doesn't eat, he's like wildly grumpy. So, I don't know. It's kind of hard.
I think we're still trying to get into a habit of getting him to eat a better lunch. Like, it's hard. I'm not a lunch person. I've never been a lunch person. And so, depending on what time he goes down for a nap, he'll either eat lunch before or after his nap. Like, sometimes he'll go down at 11, so I feed him, like, lunch at 1 when he wakes up. But lately, he's been going down at 12:30, and so he eats lunch before, and then he wakes up hungry. And then he wants to eat, like, a whole meal.
Okay, I realize biscuits and Fiji. I think like all that, I think New Zealand's the same. Biscuits are cookies. So we're throwing everybody off in Australia. I don't know what they would call a biscuit in Australia. Okay, you guys that are in Australia, what do you call a biscuit? Like an American biscuit. Like, so it's like a flaky
bread
roll. It's almost like a roll, but it's more flaky and comes apart.
But it's more dense too.
Yeah, it's more dense. I don't know.
This big and they're.
My mind has been boggled.
Pillsbury.
I forgot about that. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call an American biscuit in Australia?
I think that's the same as England, isn't it?
Yes. Scones. Okay, actually.
But what do you call a scone?
Yeah, it is like a scone. But I don't. Fried bread.
Fried bread.
Yes, I think you guys call it fried bread.
See, now I'm like, we should have the chili with the fried bread.
Oh, do we have some of those?
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
But I also want cornbread.
Scones are very hard, but I think the general idea of it is the same.
I don't know. I think of a scone as like what you can get at like a tea. I think there's tea scones and then there's like scones.
Okay, we said we were going to stop talking about food. Here we are. We digress. Somebody give us a good question here.
Something not to do with
food. Hi from the Netherlands.
Okay, so we will talk about our Christmas live on Wednesday. We'll let you guys know what time, what we're doing. It's on Christmas Eve, though.
Yeah, we're going to do it on Christmas Eve. For those of you that want to join on Christmas Eve, for those of you that aren't able to, you can watch it later, I guess, which I know is going to be Christmas Day for half of the world. So half of you will get us on Christmas Day, and the other half will be Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so it'll be sometime then. We will have the boys. I mean, for sure, Maverick, the twins might be asleep. So,
no, we'll try and have everybody there. I think we'll have all the kids there.
Yeah, but I can't promise they'll
Well,
be awake.
but they'll be there. People will see them.
So, I don't know what time. Do you?
Nope.
We'll
not
have
yet.
to talk about it.
We'll figure out all of the details
And let you guys
and have
know
them on Wednesday.
Yes. What do we have going on this week?
We have some exciting stuff with our duck. If you guys didn't know, our duck is incubating. She's sitting on eggs. And we don't know when they're going to hatch. I think really anytime this week. Maybe next week, but I'm pretty sure this week.
Yeah. When I did the math on when she should hatch them, it's like the 23rd through the 25th.
Yeah.
So I just hope that she has them after Friday, because Friday it's supposed to be really, really cold here. And so
I think we're going to end up putting a heat lamp in there just in case, because 4 degrees with brand new. Of course, they're probably going to be born that day that it gets down to 4 degrees.
Yeah. So it's hard because we don't want to bother her either because it would be easy, to move them. But
yeah,
we don't want to bother her and make her mad and upset and stuff. And so just figuring out how to keep them warm.
Yeah, I think just putting the light in their pen, and then if she needs it, she can use it. If not, then
yeah.
Oh well.
Well, maybe we put your blind in there.
Maybe. I feel like they might be kind of afraid of it. I don't know.
But we should have baby ducks.
Baby ducks coming soon. Baby chickens coming soon. Those ones are, I think we're 19 days away from baby chickens. So the first of the year, which that's going to be super fun. I think we talked about it in our last video that those, the ducks and the chickens, we're going to be sharing those with other homesteading channels around here. So we're going to have a couple more little collaborations with that, and it should be awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully
can I tell them where
videos.
we're sending the baby chickens?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong. But after the eggs hatch, we're going to take them up to the Fowler family farm.
Yep.
And they're going to, Mike and Tanya have a whole setup there to keep them all safe, to keep them warm, until they get their feathers and until they can go outside. And so they're going to keep them up there for us, and then we'll split them off from there and have different people take.
Yeah, they had a raccoon get a bunch of their chickens. So we're hatching a bunch of these for them. And then we'll probably, depending on how many hatch, if we've got enough, then we'll probably keep 5 or 6 for us. And then, yeah, we've got a bunch of other people that we're sharing some hatching eggs with. So if you guys didn't know,
I'm excited though, because I've never been to their house, so I'm really hoping that I can.
You get to go this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make that happen. I know Marcy hasn't been able to travel much with all of the collaborations and stuff we've been doing. So hopefully that's going to change.
Somebody asked if Maverick cracked any of the eggs from
when we were putting them in.
No.
He's doing really good.
Guys, he's only ever cracked, I think, the 1 or 2. He cracked quail eggs early on. He smashed them
He's
together.
Yay!
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's okay. So he cracked some quail eggs, and then 2-3 weeks ago we were baking in the kitchen, and he was moving the eggs. He likes to take the eggs and move them from one carton to the other carton, which is fine. He's always done it really carefully, but he set one on the counter to move, and it rolled off and cracked on the ground. But other than that,
hopefully none of them are cracked. I don't think they are, but we'll find out.
And the one time we were also baking, and he was watching me crack the eggs, and he grabbed one and tried to crack it over the bowl, but he just wanted to crack all the eggs for me, and we also made a little mess that time. But other than those 3 instances, he's never, going out and getting the eggs, he's never had a problem.
Cassie Walker is a chicken mom. Yes. So there may be something. We haven't talked to them at all yet about this. We haven't talked to anybody about this yet, actually. But we may be going back up that direction here in the next little bit. And we might take them a little bit of a Christmas present, take them some eggs. But what I was saying is the chickens we have are called the American breast chicken. And they're a dual-purpose breed. And they are the mecca of chickens, I guess. They lay eggs. They're meat birds, so you can butcher them as well. But the coolest thing about them is their meat marbles. So they're the only poultry, I believe, that they're meat marbles. So like
we
a
haven't
steak,
tested it out.
we
yet,
haven't
though.
tried it yet. But like a steak, a steak is marbled. You have the fat and the meat. That apparently is what these chickens do with their meat as well. And so it's supposed to be like the filet mignon of chicken. So we haven't, like I said, we haven't tested that out yet. We'll see how many roosters we get with this hatch. And if we have too many roosters, then we may do that and just try it out and see how they are. But that's why we've got a bunch of these other channels that are like, hey, let's try out these birds because they're really a really good dual purpose bird for like homesteading, right? So if you want to be like self-sufficient or you want chickens that can help you if you get into a situation where you need to harvest them or things like that, your regular chickens are not going to have, I mean, they'll have a fraction of the meat that
our chickens are huge.
These other
we should get
do.
a short of like an up close of these chickens because they're
take one to Mike's house and show them normal.
Their thighs are
like drumsticks.
Massive.
Yeah.
So
everybody's talking about egg prices. They're $3.50 to $6 a dozen. I saw $17 a dozen. Oh, thanks so much, Diana.
Thanks, Diana.
Jolene says, Crandall, will you candle the eggs? Yes. In fact, I was actually Googling yesterday when I can candle them, and people are saying like around 5 days. So let's see. I think we put them on Thursday. So yeah, we're 3 days in. So maybe on Tuesday we'll either add it into a video or we'll do a short on Facebook or whatever, and we can show you guys some of the candling.
So that's when you take it and you like look at them with the light, right?
Yeah, and you can see the chick is
developing. We did that with the quail eggs, but Crandall insisted on using his phone flashlight, which I don't think was bright enough. So Crandall, can we use like the actual flashlight?
Yeah, we can. It worked with the quail. You could see them. Do you not remember that?
No, I never saw them.
Yeah, no, it worked good with the quail, but yeah.
Maybe this will be easier than the quail too because they don't have the spots.
They're bigger, yeah, and they're bigger. Okay. Maybe we'll just buy an egg candler. They have lights that are made for it, like so the flashlight is cupped, so it like the egg sits in it, and then it like see. Yep.
Well, if we're gonna do this a lot, that would be cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, egg prices are really expensive, and same with like egg prices for free range,
organic
cage-free eggs.
Yeah,
which is what we have. Which this is a question for Crandall. Maybe you guys are curious. Why are our yolks so yellow? Is that like an organic?
Yeah, that just shows they're eating insects and bugs and grass, like really high quality.
Okay, because they're like, when I say their yolk is like super,
isn't it like orange?
It's like dark yellow, like very It's when we made cookies like 2 weeks ago, the color of the batter
like changed
the dough was completely different than normal. Normally it's like a light tan color, and this was like a golden color.
Yeah, everybody says the deeper the yolk, the better they taste because they free range grass insects. Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's just quality.
So if any of you guys have an egg allergy, my question is because they're like free ranging and cage free and obviously healthier is what everybody else is saying, does that mean that like we'll have less chance of having a reaction?
Marcy's still really nervous to eat the eggs.
Yeah.
Just because she hasn't ever done good with store-bought eggs. So I don't know. We need to just try it and just see.
I'm so nervous.
See if a normal or like a straight off the farm egg.
But like, this sounds so dumb. Like, how do we cook it?
Well, you crack it into a pan. You make sure the pan is on. You can add peppers and. Okay, somebody says I'm only allergic to commercially produced eggs. So.
I'm so scared.
Butter, cheese, scrambled eggs, buttered cheese. I like putting them in I could put them in a tortilla.
So maybe what we do.
Like a breakfast burrito almost.
Maybe what we do is because I know I'll eat them with crepes. So maybe on Christmas we have.
Scrambled egg crepes.
Scrambled eggs with bacon and put it in our crepe.
Yeah, maybe. See, a lot of people are saying it has to do with the chemical and medicines that they give the hens. Yeah, see, I think they probably pump a lot of the eggs or the hens with like hormones to like lay. Yeah.
So maybe that's something we include in a video is us eating eggs for the first. Guys, I haven't had eggs since I was 16. I can tell you the last time I had eggs. I was at a girls'. So in our church, we do what's called girls' camp. So we go for like 2 or 3 days camping to bond with nature. I don't even know the purpose of it. My parents made me go. But we go to this girls' camp, and I just remember like getting so sick after having eggs and like noticing that it was like a repetitive thing, and so I just haven't really ate eggs since. And I've been terrified to try these ones, which when I say we have a lot of eggs, we have 3 dozen sitting on top of our counter.
Yeah, and we just put like over 40 in the incubator.
Yeah, we get 9 a day, 8 a day.
No, we get 6 a day, and then sometimes we get 7 or 8.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy.
Like Mike was saying, they're full of antibiotics, like the chickens and stuff have the antibiotics and all that kind of crap in them. A lot of people are asking you, though, what about like when you bake with eggs?
Yeah, see, I do fine with
probably because baking. It gets spread out, I guess.
I think it's because I'm not eating a high quantity.
It's not just a straight egg.
Yeah.
But how did you do with last night? Because the casserole we made had the eggs.
Yeah, and I've always been nervous to eat that casserole just because it does have the eggs.
Mike says, if y'all don't eat the eggs, send them my way. You got it, Mike. Okay. We have to address this. So in a video that I did a while ago, I found an egg in the shed, not in the chicken coop. I didn't know how old it was.
Please tell me you put it in the incubator.
No, I don't think I did. But I was like, hey guys, like, I don't know if this egg is bad or not, so we're not going to keep it. And everybody was like, okay, just put the egg in a glass of water, and if it floats, then it's good. And if it sinks, it's bad. Am I saying that right? One of those. It's either that way or it's the other. Yeah, okay, float the egg. So my question is how, okay, and now that I am actually verbalizing this, I feel like an idiot.
In the fridge.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't want to wash my egg because we don't refrigerate them. And now I'm like, well, we could have just refrigerated it and used it. So never mind. That was stupid. That was a unnecessary tangent. I guess if we're going to do that again, then we'll use that egg like straight away.
Yeah.
If we ever happen to have that situation again.
So why don't you eat eggs?
I just don't eat eggs because Marcy doesn't eat eggs. And she used to get mad at me if I cooked eggs because of the smell. But these ones, they don't smell as bad.
No, not anywhere near as bad as.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like cleaning eggs out of the pan though either. Like.
That's why you just get a good nonstick pan.
Yeah, which you're really good at.
Yeah,
but
see.
Other people, I don't get how like people get their eggs stuck on their pan because Crandall never does.
Yeah.
So.
You can freeze raw eggs without the shell. Fresh eggs. Hey, that's good to know. What, just put them in like a container as a Ziploc bag or something?
Like they do with, you know how you can buy like egg white cartons?
Oh yeah, you could buy eggs in a carton.
Wouldn't that be the same thing?
Yeah.
You just crack them in.
Deviled eggs. Did you ever like deviled eggs? I like deviled eggs.
No.
I also like,
I hate hard-boiled eggs too. And let me just tell you, my dad finally got smart and realized that his kids weren't going to eat hard-boiled eggs. So, like, for Easter, when we were kids, we just stopped hard-boiling them.
Really? Because nobody did.
And he was like, if they break,
I agree.
like, you ruin the dye yourself. Like, that stinks. That's all you get. So, like, the last, 5 years that I dyed eggs as a kid, they were raw. Yeah, they were always raw.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of boiled eggs unless they're made into something. But my mom growing up, one of my favorite breakfasts was, I don't even know what it was called, but it was basically like gravy, but with egg. I thought it was really good. So you'd boil the eggs and then you'd cut them up really finely and then you'd make basically a gravy, and the egg was like a big part of it, and then you would have toast, and you'd break up the toast, and then you'd put that over the toast, and it was so good.
Like a bread pudding, but with egg.
Kind of. Yeah, I'm trying to think what it was called.
Maybe we have poached eggs.
No.
That's what that person says. It's poached eggs on toast.
I don't think it wasn't poached eggs.
Oh.
Yeah, it was different. Vinegar gravy with boiled eggs. How in the heck did we get back to food, you guys? Marsh, what do you want for lunch?
We already ate lunch.
I didn't. Did we? What did we eat? We didn't eat lunch.
That was breakfast.
Yeah, that was breakfast. It was just late. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised we still have people watching this because this is probably the worst live we've ever done.
We're just talking about food the whole time.
I know.
But I think it's good to get people's opinion. Oh.
Yeah, especially since we solved the debate on raisins.
We should have got the pineapple.
Oh, and done the pineapple ham.
To do the pineapple ham.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe we pick up a pineapple and have that one day this week.
Later in the week.
So, okay, my question is, Crandall's sister-in-law, I guess she's my sister-in-law too.
That's what happens when you get married.
I guess so. So our sister-in-law, but from Crandall's side of the family, she can't have dairy or gluten.
I don't really know.
We'll have to she's coming to our house on Tuesday, which means we need to feed her dinner.
Somebody says make homemade mayonnaise. We don't need that much mayonnaise.
We don't.
I feel like that would be so gross.
What I realized we eat a ton of is freaking peanut butter.
Yeah, Marcy just realized that yesterday.
Because we put peanut butter in our smoothies almost every morning. And Maverick loves jam.
Yeah, he's big in the jam right now.
Jam and his Nana's bread. He asks for a Nana sandwich every day. Nana sandwich.
Nana bread.
Nana bread.
Nana jam.
So Crandall's mom makes homemade bread. At least she used to. Does she still make it?
Yeah, she does. She made it like a week ago. I guarantee she'll make some for when my brother's in town.
No, your sister-in-law's gluten-free.
Yeah, but Dallin's not.
Okay. But Crandall's sister-in-law, I think, is gluten-free and dairy-free. So I don't know what to make her for dinner.
Steak.
She's also pregnant,
potatoes.
so I don't know what to.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, guys, we have 4 babies in our family this year on both sides, actually.
Yeah, so my brother and my 2 brothers had babies this year.
And then my brother and my sister.
And his brother and his sister.
Well, okay, I guess that's not quite true.
Our 2.
All right, see you later, Mike.
But do you have gobbler grape? It's
peanut butter and jelly mixed together. They do sell that, but we aren't big fans of it.
Yeah, we just use peanut butter, and then what kind of jam do we use? We just buy it from Walmart. It's like the boutique jam now.
Oh my gosh. Somebody says hot bacon dressing on salad and potatoes, steak on the grill. That sounds so good. But the hot bacon just made me think of a BLT.
What's a hot bacon dressing? Right,
I don't know. I've never had that.
Don't know. Ask her what she can or wants to eat. You're so smart.
That's a pretty easy answer.
I think we're making on Monday. We are.
Okay, people know what hot bacon dressing is. What is that? Can you just buy it at the store?
Can you Google it? Where's your phone?
We're using it.
Yeah, I don't know what BLT with scrambled eggs.
I mean, I could see it.
Canadian bacon sandwich. Well, I know what Canadian bacon is, but does that have pineapple on it?
Marsh, that's the pizza.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna look. I'll look into it after we're done here. The bacon dressing. How have we never heard of that?
Yeah. Marshmallow fluff on a peanut
Oh my gosh,
butter
Marcy
sandwich.
makes homemade Snickers. They are freaking amazing.
Gretel, we're trying to figure out what to feed Joanna. And you went into Snickers.
Oh my God.
She can't have sugar.
I don't think she can't have sugar, but she's
Nope.
very slow.
I don't think she can have sugar.
So she can't eat. Okay.
So, can she have honey?
Oh, I'm sure she can have honey.
I know she can have rice.
Yeah.
And Maverick can eat rice. So maybe we make something with
Hey, somebody
rice.
sent us a recipe. 8 slices of bacon, 1.5 cups of white sugar. Okay, so it's like a sweet vinaigrette.
Cornstarch,
Salt, white vinegar. Fried egg on his hamburger. That's interesting. You know what I really like on my hamburger? Peanut butter. It doesn't matter really the type of hamburger, but you throw peanut butter on there.
With jalapeno jelly.
With or without the jalapeno jelly. It makes it really good if you put jalapeno jelly on it. But yeah, peanut butter burgers, probably my favorite thing.
Ooh, stuffed peppers. Okay, so the thing about stuffed peppers is when I think of stuffed peppers, I think of our pepper poppers we make, which is we take the little peppers, they're like this big, just the bell peppers, and we cook a thing of hot sausage, cream cheese, and onions, and Everglade seasoning, and we stuff it full. So that's what I think of when we have stuffed peppers. But then I realized everybody else thinks of like rice. And
yeah, when we were, so get this, we were at Jamie and Lester's house, right, during the I'm a Survivor thing, and Jamie made stuffed peppers.
And they were so good.
But Marcy and I are sitting there, we're eating, and like our plate's like empty, right? We ate the pepper, we ate the stuffing, like the whole thing. Because growing up, that's what we would do. And we look over.
And I've never really had it before.
Well, and I never thought anything else of it. We look over there, and Lester's on like his third one, but all he did, he took his pepper, dumped out the filling, ate the filling, and then threw away the pepper. He's like, I just like the taste of the pepper, but I'm not going to eat it.
And I'm like, the pepper to me is the best part.
Yeah.
Like, I love the pepper, which is funny because I wouldn't even touch a bell pepper before we were married. And
You've
now
changed so much.
Now, like, I'll eat an entire bag filled with cream cheese.
So true. So true.
They're so bad for you, though, because I think about we eat the whole bag of peppers with a whole block of cream cheese and
a thing of sausage.
Half a thing of sausage.
Half a pound of sausage. And we'll just smash that in one go. It's so bad.
That sounds so good. We should have brought that today.
So do you guys eat the pepper or do you just eat the inside?
Yeah.
That's the question. Because I like to eat the pepper with it as well.
Oh,
this baby's such a deep sleeper. He hasn't flinched once with all your talking.
Make toast, add marshmallow fluff, Nutella, yummy sandwich. So it's weird. I'm not a huge Nutella fan. I'm really not. Crandall is, though. Last night, Crandall, tell him what you did.
I was feeding Marcy with Nutella and pretzels.
Okay. I was going to say he did not do that, but he actually did give me a few. But he just sat there eating pretzels and Nutella. Definitely eat the pepper. I eat the whole thing. Yeah, see, a lot of you.
Yeah, pretty much everybody is like, yeah, I eat the pepper. Or eat some of it.
I guess Lester's just different.
Yeah.
I think, are we all realizing that? Or is this a new discovery?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's funny. But that is a good thing because I think she could eat that.
A stuffed pepper?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we were still talking about that, but yeah.
But I'm not really the best at making them. I feel like I haven't figured out.
The ones you made were good last time, but it was just I may as well just eat the filling and not the, just make casserole almost, right?
Yeah.
You just eat the...
Well, and we could have diced up the peppers.
You just discovered Lester is different, LOL.
I want to be
Guys,
nice.
we love them. Lester and Jamie, they're so much fun.
I can't wait for them to meet the little boys.
If you guys don't follow them, because I know we've seen some comments that are like, who's Lester and Jamie? They have I'm a Survivor Sanctuary on YouTube and Facebook, Suits to Boots on Facebook and YouTube, and Longhorn Lesters on Facebook and YouTube. So if you haven't seen them,
but no, today it's Cabela's.
If you haven't seen their channel or whatever, go check it out. They're hilarious, and yeah, they're pretty fun people.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to tell you this story before we're done today. It's not about food. It really isn't.
Wow. Are you sure? Is it going to lead back to food?
Though? So yesterday,
call Jamie for the recipe. Genius. Why did we not think of that? Wow. Thanks,
guys. We also
We're
Jamie's-
functioning on 2 brain cells right now.
We also followed Jamie's bed recommendation. We'll let you know how it goes.
Yes.
She recommended a bed to us.
Well, we said that we loved the bed, and she's like, "Oh, that was just a cheap one we got off Amazon." We're like, "Sweet."
I hope we bought the right brand.
Suits to Boots is just on YouTube. Okay. I'm pretty sure it was on both. Huh. I don't know. Yeah.
I can't keep track of everything.
I know. I watched the video, but I don't know what platform it's on.
Strawberry jam and cheddar cheese sandwiches.
Okay, on with your story, Mars.
I'm sorry, that sounds a little gross, but maybe Crandall will try it for you. Okay, so yesterday, Maverick wants to go outside. So he, gets all ready. And when I say he gets ready himself, he pretty much does. He'll go, I get him dressed, but he'll go find his shoes.
He can put his coat on pretty well.
And he wants his coat zipped up. And if it has a hood, he has to wear the hood. He wants to have the hood on. So he, gets all ready, and then he gets my boots out because he wants me to go outside with him. So he gets my stuff ready, and then he goes to get Crandall's stuff ready. And he follows Crandall around for 2 minutes trying to give Crandall this hat. Just walking around with the hat, trying to get Crandall to put it on. So, because I assume, thinks Crandall can't go outside without a hat.
Yeah, you guys know. You've only seen me 3 times without a hat on.
Yeah. You didn't. Oh my gosh, that was so close.
Close.
He didn't even
Oh,
flinch, though.
baby, you're just so cute. Dad just wants to squeeze you so tight.
Here.
Oh.
I
says, I'm done.
don't need to hog him.
Yeah, why are you hogging?
He
That good
also
stretch?
he also went to the bathroom, so he kind of stinks.
Oh my gosh, the lipstick modeling yesterday. Yeah. And I was this close to jumping on there, you guys, and showing you guys how I put on chapstick, but I could not find any. I literally went and opened every drawer and stuff and couldn't find any.
Did Lester model lips?
Yeah, he got on, and then he brought on a bunch of subscribers and stuff to their live to have everybody show how you put on chapstick or lipstick.
Oh, that's funny. I honestly,
there you go, bud.
I honestly don't know where any is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was probably being a diaper.
Caroline, how's it going? That's my aunt, the one that lives in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where do you see her thing?
Right. She says, "Don't worry, babies have soft heads." Which, okay, we actually have a good question about this because Harvey has a pretty good shaped head, and I don't think we're really even worried about it that much yet. But
Paxton.
Oh yeah, but Paxton, his head is getting
it's not even
super long.
I think it's always been like that. I just
didn't
notice it. Yeah.
But
so
his
head's longer, but in the back it doesn't point, but it's not. There's not a flat area. It just his head kind of it either falls to one way or the other way.
Yeah, we can't get him to lay flat, and I feel I
with his
really
head
know.
just
I don't know if it matters or not yet, but I try and prop his head so that the back of it will flatten out a little bit because it's it's starting to get super pointed on.
But I think it's always been like that. We just didn't notice it.
Yeah, maybe so.
So I think it's just something that will maybe regulate or
just keep it.
Yes, it'll reshape over time.
Okay.
And that's what I think too. But at the same time, some babies need help with their heads. So
yeah.
But their next appointment's at 2 months. Well, actually, they should have I got a call about their hip ultrasounds.
Oh yeah, when are those supposed to be?
I want to get them before the end of this year.
I think they said a month.
Yeah, a month.
Yeah.
Which means I want to try to get them in before the end of this year.
Yeah. Yeah, some babies actually have to wear a helmet. Ask your pediatrician. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're we want to try and avoid that if we can. And so it's if we can prop his head up to help it, then let's do that first, But I know their heads are Jello.
Yeah, they just mold. But yeah, so Harvey's is rounded, so it he can lay on it, where Paxton's is but Mavericks was like that too.
Yeah, when Maverick was born, he was in the birth canal sideways, and so his head was have you? Okay, this is probably bad to say, but it's okay because I love him. So, he had a
cone.
Yeah, he had a cone head, but he literally looked like the aliens off of
I think he looked
what's
like
it called?
Megamind.
He did kind of look like Megamind. Well, but what's that? Freak. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, you know the aliens, the skulls that had like the head that went back, you know, like that. That's like
the
exactly what it looked
skull.
like. But that went away within like
a few hours.
Yeah, a few hours of him being born.
So, and I think a lot with Paxton is he was transverse the entire pregnancy. And so that's why he has to have the ultrasound on his hips. And they're just going to do Harvey to double check to make sure.
Yeah, they're going to check both of them. Hopefully they are. But, well, is there anything else?
No, use a blanket or towel around their head under their chin to help keep the head straight. Yeah, we do that with Paxton. Also because he like turns and then his binky falls out. But I also try to put him to bed without using a binky because if you give him a binky, he wants the binky continuously.
And if it falls out,
then you're back in there putting it back in.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so this person says,
wait until they're 6 months. If they don't go back, then the doctor will look at it. That makes sense.
I'm just reading these. You guys, the thing is like we're still so new of parents. I mean, even with Maverick, like we don't know anything. So to hear your guys' advice is like super helpful because a lot of you have gone through experiences that we haven't and know things that we don't. So, but okay, well, I think that's, thanks for complimenting my sweater. I just saw it.
Well, I think we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for joining us this Sunday afternoon with Harvey. Maverick slept through the whole entire thing.
No, he didn't. You had to go in there.
Oh, not Maverick. Paxton did. And, yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
1 week away.
1 week away. We will see you on a live on Wednesday to talk about our Christmas
celebration with y'all.
But if you want to start thinking about it, I actually tried to order us Tim Tams for our Christmas.
But they didn't have them? I'm going to run through all of the Walmarts between here and Dallas and see if we can't find.
I can find them. I just didn't know if we wanted to pay the price. It's like $12 for a box.
Yeah, we can do that. This is like a big deal.
Okay, I'll order the Tim Tams. Get your favorite Christmas cookie, your favorite Christmas drink. You can have do you like eggnog?
I do like eggnog.
So Kendall might have some eggnog. I don't know what kind of Christmas drink I like. I like Starbucks white hot chocolate.
Yes.
So I might get myself some of that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So long of the short, pick your favorite treats, and then we'll celebrate our Christmas Eve together.
Yes, that sounds great.
All right. Love you guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.